tribe, welcome back to my channel. To my returning subscriber, I want to say thank you for the love, thank you for the comments and the likes. I really appreciate it. And if you are new here, my name is Tolulokwe Akinlade, and this is my YouTube channel. I talk about parenthood, faith, motherhood, lifestyle, and everything in between. And also I do lots of vlogs of our adventures here in Perth, Australia. So today we'll be talking about an interesting topic, a topic we can all relate to, as if you are a parent already or aspiring parents, or I'm very sure this topic is something we can all relate to and learn from. So let's dive into it. So the title of the topic is Parenting Without Losing Yourself. Yes, one of the institutes, let me call it an institute, that we are not prepared for as it should be. It's parenthood, motherhood, a journey whereby there's no manual. For marriage, I'm very sure most of us from Christian background, we used to have marital lections. Back in the uni, I remember we used to have weekends for brothers and sisters where they used to teach us what we can expect, even though most of the time it's not 100% correct, but they used to prepare us just to know that marriage is more than what we see on social media and all that. But for parenthood, I'm not sure there is a seminar that they used to do for singles before we get married on how to prepare us. And even if they prepare us, I think we learn on the job. But today I want to share tips, a few tips that has been helping me as a mom of two. Okay, let me just diverse. I have two children, a 4-year-old boy and just a 1-year-old girl, and I just want to share my experience, what has been helping me to navigate this journey, this ministry that has been making me to stay happy and calm. All right, let's dive into it. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is depend on God. Yes, I told you it's a journey that we are not prepared for. It's a journey whereby there's no manual. Even if we read a lot, I know there are lots of books, lots of content online on parenthood, but each children, they have their own peculiarities. So you can't just compare a child from somewhere in Germany to a child in Nigeria or in Australia to your own child. So the first thing I will be talking about is depend on God for help. Seriously, sometimes it can be overwhelming. Sometimes it can be so hard. Sometimes, especially when there is no help. Sometimes it can be a journey where you don't even know what to say, even if you have the avenue to pour out your mind. But one of the things that can help, that has been helping, is just depending on God. Like just asking God. God gave us those children. This being a parent is one of the blessings that I can say money cannot buy, seriously, because it's just a blessing that we don't deserve. So it is that same God that gave us that child. I believe God gave each family the children or child that they need accordingly at the appropriate time. And it is that same God that owns those children that we are supposed to just go to in terms of challenges and problems, or when we don't know what to do, or when we are stuck of help. So yeah, I don't know, but I feel we should just always talk to God, depend on Him at every stage of their life, at every milestone. Like for instance, let me cite an example. When I was pregnant for my girl, I had a lot of time to prepare. I had a lot of time to prepare myself because I already had a boy. So like this time around, I just want to try as much as possible to read, to prepare myself for this second phase of my motherhood journey. And sometimes there are things that doesn't matter. We pray about, oh God, I want LD child. God, I want this girl to be like this, I want my child to be like this. And I remember praying about her hair. If you know me, I'm not hairy at all. Like, I'm not gifted. Maybe when God was sharing that in heaven, I don't know, maybe I was in the toilet, who knows. But as little as little as being hairy is, I have to be intentional about it. Like, I have to start saying it in prayers that God, just help me. I want this girl. I know she's a girl, I already confirmed it. I just want her to be here. I don't want her to take my hair. Yeah, it may sound silly, but I'm very sure that sometimes we just overlook some little things. Like, God, I don't want this child to be this. So as mom, as dad, as we navigate through parenthood, I just want to advise us that little things, it doesn't necessarily mean we sit down or fast before we talk to God. We have our channel of communicating to God as individuals, as families. So let's always remember to carry God that gave us those children. Let's carry him along at every junction of our life. And the second thing I want to talk about is trust your instincts. You see, there are so many advice on internet, from our families, especially from our grandmas, and sometimes they used to compare their own generation with ours. Oh, this is how we do the navel, this is how we do this, you have to put clothes on. I'm not saying we should not do all that, but sometimes you just have to trust your instinct for your child. Sometimes they give us herbs, take this herb for the child, it will help to relieve the child from colic. But as mom, as dad, we just have to trust our instincts. We just have to think from within and see, hope this advice, hope it will be okay for my child, before we go ahead with it. And the next thing I'm going to talk about is the power of community. You see, this parenthood journey is not something we can do on our own, seriously. And I'm grateful to God because there are so many opportunities to join community now. This is not a matter of, I'm an introvert, I don't want to talk to people. Definitely, if you search well, you will get your own people that can align with you. You will find introverts like you that, your qualities can match together, and you can both talk about how you do things together. If we go online, there are so many bloggers, there are so many content creators and Instagram and YouTube now that talk about this kind of thing that one can relate to. I remember there was a time I was going through a phase in my motherhood journey with my boy, and there was a day I met a friend of mine. She had a daughter as well, and we're just talking, we were just gisting and gisting and talking about our life and all that. And she mentioned something that the daughter was doing at that particular time, and as soon as she mentioned it, I was so happy. I did not tell her anything, but when I go back home, I was just thinking, I said, wow, so our daughter is doing the same. Because left to me, I was just thinking, maybe it's just my boy that is doing that particular thing. Do we understand? But as soon as she mentioned that, our daughter is doing the same because they are the same age range, like that gave me a sense of joy. So imagine not having somebody that can relate to what I'm going through. So please, I know it's a busy world. I know we are busy with responsibilities of this parental. We don't want to fail in this ministry. I call it ministry because God has placed these children in our hands for us to take care of them, and we must do it right. But please don't let us neglect community. I mean good community, people you can grab your phone and just pour out your mind on and tell, please, I'm going through this baby is not sleeping, especially at the early phase of life. So please, let's just talk to people, genuine people. I know it's so hard to tell people what we are going through. Sometimes it can be so hard, it can be so silly, but even at that, I'm very sure there are 2-3 people that can relate to what you're going through. There are still genuine people on this planet Earth. It can even be online. I remember as well, there was a time I was going through a phase of life, eat wisely, and a particular mom was posting that particular thing I was going through, and I did not even think, I just messaged her, blah 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 blah, this is what I'm going through, and she gave me lots of things to do. She gave me lots of examples. In fact, she even did as much as writing a whole email just for me to go back on and read. So imagine somebody I don't even know write in Europe, and she actually helped me. We connected at that point in time just to help me through that phase of life. So I'm just putting it out to us, if we are aspiring mom or we are mom already, that we are OGs, that we should just speak out, we should connect, we should have a community that can help us to navigate that phase of our parenthood. And another thing I'm going to talk about is ask for help. As moms, sometimes we used to prove our power, we are multitasker. We are very good in multitasking, unlike our husbands or like our men. Sometimes they just want to do one thing at a time. But for we moms, we can do 3-4 things at the same time. We are cooking in the kitchen, we are attending to the kids, we are cleaning, we are doing lots of things at the same time. Some of us that are doing business, we are attending to customers. But please, I want us to always remember that it's very easy to break down. This body that does everything, at a particular time, the body can just tell us, no, I just want to relax, I want to settle down, you've used me enough. So as we go on in life, as we take care of our children, please let's ask for help, especially if we have help around us. let's make use of those help. If you have the capacity to call cleaner to clean your house, please do it. Don't look at what people will say that, oh, how many, the house is not really big, why is she wasting money? It's not waste of money. If you have dishwasher, use it, so that you can use that time you are using to wash plates, to rest, to do other things. Please, let's ask for help, even from our husbands. There are times, I'm just so tired, I just want to lock myself in. I told my husband, you know what, please just take care of the children, I'm going indoor to rest, I want to lock myself in. And those 5-10 minutes used to keep me sane. I will come back outside happy and fulfilled, as if I've won a lottery. So I'm just putting it out to us as a mom, and that same thing is applicable to daddies. That's why I'm not saying motherhood now, I'm talking about parenthood, how to stay happy and calm. So even as daddies, sometimes maybe joining sports, joining group of friends that you can talk together maybe once a week. It can even be online, you don't necessarily have to go out or spend, but something that makes you happy. Like, just ask for help. Just let people know when to help you. If you have trusted friends that can help you. I remember then I used to have play dates with my friend. She has a daughter, I have a son. So once in a month, sometimes we just cancel everything we have on our agenda, and we just, okay, let's go out, let's take just children out. That time we use it to bond. The children are in the playground playing, then we have time to talk about our life as well. We have time to look after them and see them playing together. I'm sure we understand what I'm trying to say. So please, let's ask for help at every point in time. And the next thing I'll be talking about is let's go of perfection. Let's go of perfection. I know as mom, it's very easy to compare. It's very easy to compare, especially when you see maybe a family or a child doing well. Let me cite an example, maybe academically. When you see a child doing well in church, maybe doing well in mosque, in the Arabic classes, you see a child doing well in sports, and you'll be like, what are the parents doing better than I'm not doing? And I just want us to know that our individual life, our individual families, we all have differences. We know there are some things people will not tell you, people will not open their mouth to post online, but they know how they are doing it. And I want us to know that each child has their own peculiarity. They have their own good side. They have what they are good at. Yes, that's the word. Some children, they are very good with sports. Some are good with creative. They are good with building blocks and doing things. Why you see another child good in music? I think what we are supposed to do as parents is to just look at their interest, what interests them, and help them to build on that, instead of comparing them to others, instead of comparing them to a child that is good in mathematics while your own child is struggling with English. As parents, I know we can actually help them maybe by enrolling them with extra curriculum, extra classes, like to help them, or go online to download some books that can help them to improve in that place they are lagging behind. But at the same time, please, let's go of perfection. People will not tell you what they are going through inward, but as mom, as dad, those things used to affect us when we settle down. So, why is this child struggling with this? Why is this child struggling in this aspect? Of which there are other aspects we are supposed to focus on. There are other aspects we are supposed to be thanking God for too. That, at least he's not doing well here, but no, he's good in this aspect. He's strong enough to go to the playground and, climb all those things that some other children can find hard to do. So as parents, I just want us to just let's go of perfection. We can't do it all. We can't be everywhere at the same time. We want to cook, we want to eat, we want to create quality time with them, we want to do all sorts of things at the same time. And the children are there. Another thing I want us to know is that these children, what they value most, especially at the early stage of their life, is our time. They don't care about how big our house is. They don't care if their bed is, big or pink or yellow in color. All they are after is our time. That quality time we spend with them. And at the same time, if we are a working class mom or a stay-at-home mom, I'm not trying to say we should spend the whole 24 hours with them. No. There is difference between quality and quantity. We can as well be with those child and with our phone. I started doing something just beginning of January. I realized that anytime I'm with my child and maybe I have a call, my phone is with me, we both get distracted at the same time. If we want to know what is mommy doing on the phone. So do you know what I started doing? I started setting alarm. I would just place an alarm on my phone. I know I want to spend 30 minutes with this boy this time. I would place the alarm on my phone and put the phone somewhere else. so that the phone cannot, anybody that wants to call me, I can always call them back. I just want that 30 minutes to be 30 minutes. If we are gisting, let us gist. If we are sitting on the rug to play together, let us do it. So I realized that has really helped us to have quality time, not just quantity, not just being with them all day, or not just, we are tired. It can even be 10 minutes after work. You return back from work and just, okay, 10 minutes with each children. For those of us that have 2, 3, 4 children, it can be hard to balance that time together with them. But we can as well try and say, okay, with you, I'm spending 10 minutes before bed. Let's just be together and just tell each other how much we love each other. Children love to hear this. I've seen cases of parents online. What they do is every month they go out with each child. Like, okay, they have 3 kids. You, daddy, want to go out with you this month. You, daddy is taking you. That helps us to bond personally with them. It helps the children to even depend on us and pour out their mind, especially when they start going to school. They know that, oh, I can always count on my mom, I can always count on my dad to talk to them. But if we are always focusing on perfection, on being perfect, on having a clean house, on doing this, buying this and doing this for them, it will always get us down. It will make our brain even to be stuck, because we have lots of things going on there already. So I hope with these few points I'm able to help us. I'm able to share what I'm doing to make me sane and happy as a mom of 2. Number 1, don't let us forget God. Let's carry God along. Let's pray for these children as much as we can. Let's depend on God. Let God himself teach us right on how to parent them the way our parents parent us. I'm sure some of us, we don't want story, we don't want history to repeat itself. So but it is only God that can help us to do. We can't do it with our own knowledge. All we can do is just to do our best. But there is God that can give us ideas. God can help us to know how to do it better. So let us depend on that God. Then I talked about trusting our instinct on what to do at every point. If a doctor is telling you, oh no, the child is okay, you don't have to use the medication, you have to trust your instinct to tell the doctor, no, I want to use it, I know what is right for my child, you have to give us a medication for this. That is trusting your instinct in that regard. And also not forgetting communities, asking for help from our partners, from our mom, for those that have access to grandmothers and grand. Sometimes you take the children to them, have some rest, just relax, enjoy yourself. We can't pour from an empty container. It's impossible. It is a happy mom or happy dad that can extend the happiness to the children. And I'm very sure we all want an happy home. We want the children to go out there and showcase happiness. One thing about children is when they are happy, you will know. You don't even need to ask a child, are you happy? You will know, like 100% from their head to toe. You will know this child is happy. It's coming from an happy home. And I'm very sure that is the kind of environment we plan and we are working towards creating for our children. So I want to hear from you. Please don't forget to like this video, don't forget to comment, and please subscribe to this channel. If you are yet to subscribe, what are you waiting for? That is the only way you can encourage it. It's been a lot, doing this, doing other things, but I love doing it, and your encouragement, your comments, your like keeps on motivating me. So please, if you are yet to subscribe, kindly press the subscribe button now. Thank you so much for joining me here. I would love to hear more tips from you in the comments so we can learn from each other and so we can build a good community and be a better parent for our children. Thank you. I will see you in the next one. Bye.